Hi, I'm Greg Dempsey, and I'm going to tell you about a couple of the products that I've worked on over the years. Right now, I'm in the middle of a move, so I was able to find some of the stuff that I've worked on, but not much. One thing I'm good at is designing products, and one thing I'm bad at is shooting videos, so please bear with me. And I'm also not very good at editing them, so it might be a little long-winded, but I'm going to do my best to explain the product. So about 5 years ago, a company from San Francisco came to me with an idea that they wanted. It wasn't really an idea, it was more of a statement. I remember it specifically. They said, hanging things on walls sucks. We want to come up with a way to make it better. So basically, I looked into the problem, and we all know the problem, it's no fun. So what I wanted to do was focus on creating a really good user experience. Simplicity, really clean, simple solution. So one of the things I looked at is what sorts of things are hung on walls. And so there's a big, there's a big range of things from really light to really heavy. So basically, I wanted to also figure out a way to kind of standardize hanging things on walls, because right now, if you get a smoke detector, you put 2 screws here and then use an anchor and try and spin it onto the wall, or if you have a power strip, do this with it, or hang a picture, do that. So what I did was I came up with something called the hub. Okay, so this is the hub, and you'll have one of these when you're watching these videos. What the hub does is it goes on the wall, and it can go on the wall one of 3 different ways, either with a clean, simple solution. So one of the things I looked at is what sorts of things are hung on walls. And so there's a big, there's a big range of things from really light to really heavy. So basically, I wanted to also figure out a way to kind of standardize hanging things on walls, because right now, if you get a smoke detector, you put 2 screws here and then use an anchor and try and spin it onto the wall, or if you have a power strip, do this with it, or hang a picture, do that. So what I did was I came up with something called the hub. Okay, so this is the hub, and you'll have one of these when you're watching these videos. What the hub does is it goes on the wall, and it can go on the wall one of 3 different ways, either with adhesive. There's clear adhesive on the back. You can use brad nails. If you're doing something heavy, you can use screws. This is basically like a port. We call it a hub, and all sorts of different things can link up with. This is a picture hanging app, okay? And there's a rack on the side, you'll notice. So actually you can move your pictures up or down, depending on if you're trying to level them out or you don't like the height or whatever. So like post-installation, you can adjust them. Most applications that work with this use this port on the top. And this is something I created. Basically what it is so I came up with this because I noticed that my kids have these gorgeous football jerseys, okay? And they sit in their chest of drawers, and they can't display them. And this is a really easy, cheap way to display their football jersey. So they're always on a hanger. They can wear them right off the hanger. And basically you just stick it on the wall like that, and it displays really cool. I've also created on the same application this for holding hats, and it holds it in a way that you would you'd want to see it. You can see your logo, etc. And this one, I also have my kids, or kids in general, they get all these ribbons and medals and whatnot, and here's another thing. You could have all your ribbons hanging, and you can have your hat or your jersey or whatever, displaying at the same time. It's just kind of a cool way to dress up your room. It's really cheap and an easy way to do it. So anyways, that's just one of the applications that will work with these hubs. There's all sorts of applications. I've created one for TVs. This is all, in the distant past, but we mounted TVs on them. I can show you videos if you want to see them. Everything from TVs to iPad stations to power strips. Wallex is in the process of, they've licensed a bunch of these off already. In fact, a couple of years ago, Purell or Gojo Industries came to us and said, "Hey, we have a we want to be able to hang this bottle on the wall. Snaps on. You place it over the head of the bottle. It's got a little cam that locks down on the top, and then goes on the wall, and you can, wash your hands or whatever." So, anyways, cheap, kind of a cool little, project that they had us do, and that's being developed. I think they're trying to monetize it. Purell is. So what else? So one of the things that I decided with this system, because it really is a system, or it can be a system, is there needed to be a way to add more. If you want to add more hubs, for instance, these could actually hang kitchen cabinets, no problem. They're robust enough to do that. They can hang all sorts of stuff. For retail, a point of purchase, I mean, you could outfit a whole shop with them. You could do like a lids or something like that. You could do the whole shop with these things. But so here's how we make it real easy. So I created this dispenser, okay? This dispenser, it's vertical and horizontal dispenser, and your tape measure snaps into it, okay? And you'll see on the hub, there's like a vertical slot in the middle of the hub, and your tape measure fits into that vertical slot. It's right down the center, okay? So now, if I want to put another hub, say I want to put it exactly 16 inches on center, okay? It is exactly 16 on center right now, and now I've centered it, so it's level. I've centered that bubble, and now I dispense the hub, okay? So now we've got two hubs on the wall. They're perfectly level, and this is exactly 16 inches from this. So anyways, these hubs are really, you could bang out, an entire wall, and once you hit one stud, boom, 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 boom. You can just put these things up 16 on center, screw them into the wall or nail them into the studs, and it's a really nice system.